Okay, welcome back to S.4.G. It is what it is, opinion show. All right, now, so I checked out both tracks. Matter of fact, I heard it was 3 tracks. Another track I got to check out. But so far, I checked out MEEK's diss to Drake and the one he got to Nicki Minaj. I checked out the one Left Hollywood, the one he dissed Drake, and the one where he's dissing Nicki Minaj with Ferg, with ASAP Ferg. Now, I'm gonna say from the rip, you know, I'm gonna speak on both at one time because this the reason why. And y'all know me. I speak the truth, so call me a hater, call me what you want. But I'm gonna say from the rip, both tracks is hot. Alright? Both tracks is hot. You know, even though he's still rapping on the same MEEK flow, you know, that's his flow. As far as, you know, he basically, I'm owning him, staying with it. I ain't gonna fix something that ain't broke. As long as the money keep coming from it. But there's also a part where he said, you know, like maybe I'll sell records if I lie. So if somebody's saying maybe I'll sell records if I lie, it sounds like either they're not selling as much as they normally was selling, or they're not selling records. But in his case, MEEK make his money no matter what he go through. He make his money, and it seems like even more than me, it seemed like he was saying that the beef made him make more money. Like, how am I losing? You know, but the part where I heard to make up some money, I mean, I'll make, you know, maybe I'll make you some money if I lie on my records. Or unless he's saying, you know, unless he's saying that the reason why you think or if it look like or if they are winning is because they lying and I'm real. You know, I'm speaking real stuff. You know, all right. But I gotta say this from the rip. When I checked out both tracks, I don't hear no like going in all crazy to me. Like I hear the most I feel like he went in was the line that I heard him say about Drake, and I'm talking about the Left Hollywood, because when I listen to the whole track, I'm listening to the whole track, and I'm like, I'm expecting to hear line for line he coming at Drake, but he's doing normally what he talk. Okay, I see he trying to bring some little real me back, talking about, you know, what he didn't had and stuff like that, and, you know, even though that's mainly his rap talking about what he didn't have, now he got more than what he ever had. But in this sense, he went more on the North Philly flow. Put it like that. More than North Philly flow. Like, you know, like basically I had to step out of Hollywood. You know, because no matter what you go through in Philly, this what makes you stand out in Philly. This what makes you stand out. This what makes you stand out in any city, anywhere you go. And this is why, you know, Philly has a reputation that it has anywhere you go. You know, you salute it because just where you living at, just where you know, just to survive. Let alone if you played your part and handled your business. So it's like that's the flow he went back to. Like, cause I don't care how long you've been away from Philly or whatever you've been through in Philly, you go anywhere else, you can be like, man, look, if I can survive Philly, I can survive anywhere else. And you go anywhere else, trust me, if it's too pampery, too peaceful, trust and believe, you're gonna want to get another dose of Philly. I miss Philly. You're gonna want to get a dose of Philly. Somebody hate me. Somebody just look at me some type of way. Somebody just, you know what I mean? I got to get a feel of Philly. Don't get me twisted, though. Same way you feel that way, same way you feel like, man, I got to get out of here. You love it when you have a vacation and move away. But you will want to get some more Philly. Just to step in the streets and just be there again. You know, it just is what it is, man. It's like a love and hate. It's like a, I don't know what to explain, a balance. But getting back to the topic at hand, the best line I heard and the most that sounded like a diss to me was when he said on the Left Hollywood, when he said about Drake, when he said where I'm from, like basically, you know, to make it to be 18 is more life. So okay, all right, the more life track, and that's real. That's the truth. That's more life to us. Just you know, and not just that. 21. 21. I feel what he's saying. He's saying that that's how young they dying. So you know, the blood of Jesus over their life though. But I know that's what he's saying. He's saying kids is dying so young that I'm not even gonna say 21. You be lucky to make it 18. But you faithful. You don't believe in luck. So but yeah. I think I still would rather say 21 because 21 is really a gift, but 18 is a blessing. So either way, but that was a nice line right there. You know what I mean? Like basically, like all that you talking, more to life is just basically I got more to life now. That's what he was saying. You know, you talking all this more life. Just being right here is more life to me. So anywhere I go from here, just extra life. So I know what he's saying with that. I salute him though. The tracks go in. Now, unless he just, all right, I'm going to do like Jay-Z or whatever. I'm not going to give my whole track to the person, but I'm going to slide in something to leave them thinking about, or slide in, you know, about the person. They're going to wait for it. I wonder when it's coming, and I'm going to do my track like I normally do. Just like Nicki Minaj and Drake did with the I Don't Need No Frauds. And Lil Wayne and all of them. You know what I mean? But she did go more in on Remy and Papoose through that whole verse. But all I'm saying is with Meek Joe, I didn't hear him lie. I would figure the stuff that's been going on, and because it's titled this track, I'm going to hear line for line. Like the joint I did about Oskino. If you notice, I went line for line, talking about Oskino. I could have made it a track where I just go in, you know what I mean? Born and raised, North Philly, something. I could have, all that, even though I was having fun with the track too. It's another reason, but still, if I would have went in that bag, you know what I mean? Like, as far as like this, you know, no, line for line, you're supposed to talk about that person. You're supposed to talk about that person, line for line. You know what I mean? But, he did it in that fashion, and like I said, I'm not going to knock because the tracks is banging. Both tracks is hot. They both banging. I'm going to tell you straight up if I ain't like them, but they straight up whack. They both bangers. And it's a nice little gift for the streets because I know they riding around banging that in the well. The beats is banging, especially Joe and him and ASAP Ferg. But they both bangers. You know, because that's what it was about in the industry, the beats. You get with the beat makers, you really want it for real. Forget trying to give these artists that trying to so bad to get a verse from. The beat makers is who you need to get with. Because the beats is really was saying something. So any bars to it is you know, is some real bars to it. But you know how, like I said, the beats is a winner. Because look at these rappers out here that ain't saying nothing and look like they won it. Or if they are winning. It's the beat makers. They can say anything. Welcome to my house and I give me a cup. They can say anything. Because the beat, booga, 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 hook. You can say anything and you banging. You know, so it's the beat mans. But other than that, but not discredit them. Bars is on point. You know what I mean? It still sounds like, even though he sounds like the same Meek, it sounds like an upgrade though, because you can tell he's using, and that's the real Philly, nah, I mean, when you use your situation and turn it into strength instead of putting your head down. You know, he could have just started investing all his money in drugs, and I'm putting bricks all over the city, all this and that. I feel like I'm about to go out, man. This ain't for me no more, man. I'm about to just flood the city with bricks. Everybody selling stuff for me, get back in the streets. And make a couple cats mad that, you know, I'm gonna make a couple cats realize, yeah, you ain't want me to make it right when now I'm in these streets. Now I'm going to show you the other side I could have been. No, instead of doing that, what are you doing? You know what? Let me go harder. It's one thing I give Meek, though. That's one thing I can say. Call what you want. One thing I give Meek. he come back with them bars. Whether you say lose or win, at least I could say, I give an artist credit, they respond. You know, because that say a lot if you don't respond. Just like, look how long Nicki Minaj took to respond. If she wouldn't have responded, that'd have really put her under the bus. But whether the response was whack or wasn't as hard as the other person, at least she did respond. That helped her out. Same thing with me. He coming with them bars. If you're an artist, why you saying you're an artist if you ain't going to respond? If you're not going to respond to a diss, that goes to show you're not representing the essence. You're not, come on, man. Who you going to be? You going to be a gangster? You going to be this? You going to be that? Why you playing both sides? You know, you got to, who you going to be? Go gangster on them bars. That's why it's a lot of cats that's locked up now in positions that they in now. Innocent people dying and stuff like that now. Whether it's innocent or the main person. You got to separate entertainment, an artist, and all that from things that can pull you away or put you in a position. It's like people living the way they living. And then when they get locked up, they want to make it look like that, you know, and not condoning anybody that's been getting locked up. You know what I mean? I like Kodak Black music, free Kodak Black. You know, just period. You know, anybody that's locked down, you know, it is what it is. I know how it feels to be there, man. You know, God bless them. Pray that they be home. But it just is what it is, man. Like, if you're gonna live a two-sided life, you can't be surprised when you end up behind them bars, man. And make it look like, oh, free such and such. Like, you know, free such and such got to get out and live like he want to be free. Because if not, you going right back in that joint. You going to look all innocent sitting in court. Everybody going to look at it like, Dad, free the boy. Why the cops always coming down on us? But you ain't hear what the boy was doing behind the scenes and how he was living and thinking that God ain't seen him. Forget the cops. It is what it is. I'm not saying God is putting people in jail. People putting themselves in jail. From rappers to actors to singers and all that, man. They putting themselves in jail, man. You blessed to have the millions and all. That don't mean to act an ape. That don't mean to act monkey or act stupid. Oh, I'm gonna make you. That's basically saying I'm gonna make y'all. Wish y'all ain't never give a black man money because the fact that y'all held money back from it so long. So I'm gonna act like a fool. No, you supposed to say I'm gonna show y'all. If anybody that's black or whatever, you know what I mean. It could be Hispanic, but I'm talking about right now my people. It should be I'm gonna show y'all how I handle this money. I'm gonna show y'all why y'all need to put money in the black man's hand, or success. You know, allow us to be successful, or really, you know, you can't even say allow, because a person that's going to be successful in life, first thing they tell you is they know how it feels to be knocked down, beat down, and rejected, and it turned them into strength. And the fact is, they never gave up, and that's why they where they are. You know what I mean? Try to give y'all, you know, I ain't no try to give y'all. That's what I do. That's what I do. You know what I mean? One hand wash the other. I respect and I love when people leave comments and y'all come back with that wisdom. Iron sharp as iron. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what's different with my show is. Give y'all wisdom, love, knowledge, understanding Jesus Christ. Y'all get back, you know what I mean? The same energy that me. I don't worry about the negative comments. It's a world. That's how the world goes. Positive and negative. But here we go. The other track about Nicki Minaj with S.4.G and MEEK. Again, I didn't the only thing I really heard was that beginning when he said, "Woke up this morning and had a Minaj." Okay, you had basically you had. Breaking it down, like basically forget her. I woke up this morning, I had a Minaj, like forget you. And I'm going to say your name all in one. You know, basically I moved on. Look, I have a couple of, you know, girls that look like, you know, I guess that's what he's saying. All right. You know, I'm trying to break this down because that's the only thing I heard through the whole rap about Nicki Minaj. You know, woke up this morning and had a Minaj. Then I was looking at what he's saying. Woke up this morning, I had him Minaj. Like basically, like just yesterday, I had Nicki Minaj. You know, but then it just seemed like it don't fit. So then that's why I say, okay, it got to be that. Woke up this morning, I had him Minaj. Like basically, bye. I don't care if I ain't with you no more. That's what I'm getting. All right. That was his diss. Because other than that, the whole rap, I didn't hear nothing else to me about Nicki Minaj. But after that, you know, the follow-up line, he came at Drake. You know, that's what he was saying. Like, you know, maybe if I had somebody write my raps. He said something about, you know, if I had somebody, you know, if I had a ghostwriter, if I had somebody writing my raps, like, you know, this will make him this way or whatever, like make him more shine, or basically Drake's position. I don't know, y'all listen to it for yourself, man. Like, y'all heard me talk on diss tracks, y'all heard me talk on response to people, stuff like that, and I'm gonna tell y'all bar for bar if I hear something. Or what the person said, just like the Troy Ave joint, stuff like that. You know, he was going detail for detail, telling stories. Or that's the difference. He telling a story with that or the more. But just periods. Other joints I heard with Meek when he did somebody, whatever, and he said, like I said, line for line, he was talking about that person. But these joints, he'll throw like, you know, something out about him. But he's like, you know, the rest of the joint, he going in, but he just doing what he do. You know, it's not like I can have a whole conversation talking about bar for bar. Oh, and the other line, it's not like that. But the tracks are hot. I give it to them. The tracks are hot. They work banging in the wheel, banging in the crib, stuff like that. You bang, make music. And they all popping, so they are, like I said, they bangers. But there's very few disses in there to me. It's like, catch it. You heard it? It's on that note. But you heard it right there. That's what it was. It's on that note. You know what I mean? But other than that, they did say it was 3. So it's one more I got to check out. So I'll be right back to y'all with that, with the review on that. But other than that, check them out. Make the hood rich, baby.